Hello dear students, as we have completed till page number 27 of your chapter word processor, in which you have learned how to create a table using 3 different ways and how to add text to the table. Now moving further, we are going to learn formatting. So when I say formatting, we are talking about changing the appearance of the table. This is a Word file which I have opened. You can see a table is already created over here. How have I created the table? We went to the Insert tab, and in the Insert tab we have Tables option, out of which this is the grid part we can select, or we can go to Insert Table or Draw Table, 3 different ways that we have discussed. After inserting a table, we will learn how can we format the table or change the appearance. The first thing, changing the appearance means we can increase the height of the row, or we can change the width of the column made. If we want to change the row height, we will select the row first whose height we want to change. I have selected the first row only. Going to the Layout tab, you can see that there are options we have home, insert, page, layout, reference, and all these options are there. From here you can either go to properties after going to the Layout tab, table properties, and in this we will select row because we want to make the changes in our row. If I click on row and I want to increase the height, I am just selecting from here. I will increase the height to 1.5 or whatever you want to select and click on OK. You can see the height of the very first row has increased as per my desired points that I have given over here. Next, if I want to change the width of the column, width of the column can be changed the same way by selecting that particular column, and you can either go to Layout tab and properties, or you can directly right click and you will get table properties option. In table properties option, now the changes that has to be done is in the column. So I am going to select column tab. After selecting the column tab, I will specify I am going to change the width of the column and click on OK. The width of the first column has increased as compared to the second and the third one. So this is how you are going to change the column width and the row height. Moving further, splitting of cells. When I say splitting, we are dividing one single cell into 2 or 3 different parts. In order to split the cell, I'll select the cell which I want to split and go to the Layout tab and click on Split Cells. When I click on Split Cells, it is asking me the number of columns that I want to split the cell into. I've selected 3. I'll click on OK. You can see the first cell is splitted into or divided into 3 different cells. Now, we can even split the cell by dividing it into different cells, and we can merge it also. So in order to merge it, what is merging? We are combining all the cells and forming one single cell. Combining the splitted cells in order to give one single cell and a better look to it, we will again select the cells that we want to merge and click on Merge Cells option to bring it back to the previous position. With this, we have learned how to change the row height, the column width, and split different cells and add the cells to bring it into one single cell. We can apply borders and shading to a table by going to the Layout tab again, and you have border and shading and all these options. When you go here to the Design tab, you can see different designs. When I roll over my mouse, you can see the design of the table keeps on changing as it is. Suppose I have selected one design. This is how the design of the table can be changed. We can even draw borders by going to the borders option. Here there are various borders option available. You can select and you can even make the border of the table as per your requirement. So here When I click on borders, there are various options available, out of which the way you want you can create a border to the table. When I go to the shading tab, I have various colors in which it shows you can even shade the cell or the complete table. Next, moving further, let us see, can we resize the table? In order to resize the table, we can change the size of the table by going to the layout tab, and in the layout tab we have the option of auto fit. So when I say auto fit is going to increase or decrease the size of the table. Now auto fit has three different options. Auto fit contents. Auto fit content will adjust the table as per the content written. Content is written till here, there is space left, so it will shrink the size of the table and adjust it. Let us see. When I click on auto fit content, you can see the size of the table has decreased. Let me remove this table from here. The size of the table has just decreased and it has changed into a table of smaller size as per the content available. Same way, if I click on auto fit window, it will adjust as per the margin set in the window or the MS Word page. You can see the size of the table is set as per the MS Word page. When I say auto fit to fixed column width, it is adjusting the text in this column and fixing the size of the column. Fixed column width is going to fix the column width, and then text will be remaining in that cell. You can write till here only. The size of the column will be fixed. Alignment of a table. Children, when I say alignment, I am talking about how we are positioning the table on the word page. When you people write in your notebooks, children, you just arrange it in a proper way and you write towards the left hand side of the page where you are writing, so that your handwriting looks better and your copy looks neat, isn't it? Same way, when we are aligning a table, we adjust or we position the text in three different ways, either towards the left, towards the right, or towards the center of the page. So we can even align a table or we can align the text also. So when I say aligning of the table, we are positioning the table in three different ways. Now you can see the table is positioned towards the left hand side. I'll click on alignment group. If you can see in the layout tab, we have alignment of the text over here. If I go to the properties, I'll have the alignment of the table, that is towards the left, towards the center and towards the right. If I select center and I'll click on OK, the table is shifted to the center of the page. Selecting the table and arranging it to the right hand side of the page, clicking OK. I have selected right over here and clicked OK. You can see the table is shifted towards the right hand side of the page. In this way, we can align the table. To align the text, we are positioning the text. Now the text in all the cells here are aligned towards the left hand side. So if I select it and I am going to change the direction, I want bottom right. You can see in the right hand side, children, my cursor, I have selected bottom right. And after selecting bottom right, all the text are towards the bottom right of the page or in the table. Now this is how we are aligning our text and aligning our table in the page. Let us see if we can do the calculation in a table. In order to do the calculation, let me first of all write few numbers so that the calculation can be shown. We basically do calculation in Excel, but here also in table we can see if calculation is possible. I have written 20, in the next cell 30. Let us see if the sum can be found out. I need the result over here, so my cursor point is here. Children, you can see in the end there is a formula tab over here. If I click on formula tab, it is asking me what has to be done. Sum of the above cells I want. I'll click on OK. You can see the resultant or the value of 30 plus 20 is giving you as 50 is displayed in the next cell. Same way, if you want to update it, you are making any changes here, the answer will automatically be changed. With this, we have completed with your chapter, and if you have any queries, we are going to discuss it on Friday and Saturday in the Google Meet class. Thank you, children. Take care.